The Keystone XL pipeline project, once declared dead in the water, is back in the headlines. Former President Donald Trump, a vocal advocate for the pipeline's construction, has reignited the debate with his recent pronouncements. Trump's renewed push for the project has sparked both hope and opposition, setting the stage for another round of political and environmental clashes. This controversial pipeline, designed to transport crude oil from Canada's oil sands to refineries in the United States, has been a lightning rod for controversy for over a decade. Proponents tout its potential to enhance energy security and boost the economy. Opponents, however, raise serious concerns about its environmental impact and the risks associated with transporting oil sands, crude. The Keystone XL pipeline represents a high-stakes gamble, one with far-reaching implications for the environment, the economy, and the relationship between the United States and Canada. As the debate rages on, the future of this controversial project hangs in the balance. The Keystone XL pipeline's history is a long and winding road, marked by years of political wrangling, legal battles, and fervent protests. First proposed in 2008, the project quickly became a flashpoint in the debate over energy independence, climate change, and the environmental risks associated with oil sands development. The Obama administration, after years of review and deliberation, ultimately rejected the Keystone XL pipeline in 2015, citing concerns about its potential impact on the climate. The decision was hailed as a victory by environmental groups and a setback for the oil industry. However, the pipeline's fate took another turn when Donald Trump assumed the presidency in 2017. A staunch supporter of the energy sector, Trump signed executive orders to advance the Keystone XL pipeline's construction, breathing new life into the project. Trump's actions were met with fierce resistance from environmental activists, indigenous communities, and landowners along the pipeline's proposed route. The project became a symbol of the Trump administration's approach to environmental regulation and its close ties to the fossil fuel industry. Donald Trump's energy policy has been characterized by a desire to achieve North American energy dominance, reducing reliance on foreign oil while promoting domestic production. Central to this vision is the expansion of oil imports from Canada, a reliable trading partner with vast oil reserves. Trump has repeatedly emphasized the need for increased access to Canadian oil, arguing that it would bolster U.S. energy security and benefit American consumers. The Keystone XL pipeline, in his view, is a crucial piece of infrastructure that would facilitate the flow of Canadian oil to U.S. refineries. However, Trump's advocacy for Canadian oil is complicated by his own trade policies. His administration imposed tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum, sparking a trade dispute between the two countries. These tariffs, while aimed at protecting American industries, have strained relations with Canada and raised questions about the feasibility of major energy infrastructure projects like the Keystone XL pipeline. The imposition of tariffs on Canadian goods, while intended to promote American interests, has created a climate of uncertainty in the U.S.-Canada trade relationship. This uncertainty, coupled with the political volatility of the Trump administration, has made it difficult for energy companies to plan for the long term and invest in major infrastructure projects. The Keystone XL pipeline has drawn fierce opposition from environmental groups, who argue that it poses significant risks to the environment and contributes to climate change. One of the primary concerns is the potential for oil spills, which could have devastating consequences for ecosystems, wildlife, and water resources. The pipeline would transport oil sands crude, a heavier and more corrosive type of oil than conventional crude. Oil sands crude is more difficult to clean up in the event of a spill, and its extraction and processing generate higher greenhouse gas emissions than conventional oil. The Keystone XL pipeline's route crosses sensitive ecological areas, including the Ogallala Aquifer, a vital source of drinking water for millions of people. A spill along the pipeline's route could contaminate this vital aquifer, with potentially disastrous consequences for human health and the environment. Economic crossroads, weighing the benefits and costs of the pipeline. The economic impact of the Keystone XL pipeline is a subject of intense debate. Proponents argue that the pipeline would create jobs, boost the economy, and enhance energy security. They point to the jobs created during the pipeline's construction, and the economic activity generated by the transportation of oil. Opponents, however, argue that the pipeline's economic benefits are overstated, and that it would actually harm the economy in the long run. They contend that the pipeline would create relatively few permanent jobs, and that it would divert investment from renewable energy sources. Moreover, opponents argue that the pipeline would increase U.S. dependence on fossil fuels, further delaying the transition to a clean energy economy. They point to the environmental costs associated with oil spills and the health impacts of air pollution from oil refining as evidence of the pipeline's negative economic consequences. The debate over the Keystone XL pipeline's economic impact highlights the complex trade-offs involved in energy policy decisions. While the pipeline may offer some short-term economic benefits, it also carries significant long-term risks and costs that must be carefully considered. A logistical tightrope industry hesitation and the challenges ahead. Despite Trump's enthusiastic support, the Keystone XL pipeline faces significant logistical hurdles. Sections of the pipeline's planned route have already been dismantled, and permits have expired. Reviving the project would require navigating a complex web of regulatory approvals, land acquisition challenges, and potential legal battles. Moreover, there is a notable lack of industry interest in resuming the project. TC Energy, the original owner of the Keystone XL pipeline, has shown no indication of wanting to revive it. Other potential operators are hesitant to take on a project that has been mired in controversy and faces an uncertain future. The lack of industry enthusiasm for the Keystone XL pipeline is driven by a number of factors, including the project's history of delays and legal challenges, the unpredictable political climate surrounding it, and the growing uncertainty about the long-term demand for oil. Canada's Balancing Act, navigating energy trade, and tariff uncertainties. The Keystone XL pipeline has also strained relations between the United States and Canada. While Canada is a major oil producer and eager to find new markets for its energy exports, it is also wary of Trump's protectionist trade policies. The imposition of tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum has created tensions between the two countries. Canada has emphasized its role as a reliable energy supplier to the United States, highlighting the importance of maintaining strong energy trade relations between the two countries. However, the uncertainty created by Trump's trade policies has made it difficult for Canada to fully embrace the Keystone XL project. Canada finds itself in a difficult position, caught between its desire to export its oil resources and its concerns about the potential damage to its relationship with its largest trading partner. The Keystone XL pipeline has become a symbol of the complexities and challenges facing the U.S.-Canada trade relationship. A strategy in question. Richard Masson's perspective on Trump's energy moves. Richard Masson, an energy economist at the University of Calgary, has expressed skepticism about the Trump administration's approach to energy policy, arguing that it is driven more by political considerations than by sound economic or environmental principles. Masson has criticized the administration's focus on reviving the Keystone XL pipeline, arguing that it is a distraction from more pressing energy challenges. Masson argues that the Trump administration's energy policies are often contradictory and counterproductive. He points to the administration's imposition of tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum, which he argues undermines the economic case for the Keystone XL pipeline by making it more expensive to build. Masson believes that a more coherent and sustainable energy strategy would focus on investing in renewable energy sources, promoting energy efficiency, and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. He argues that such an approach would create jobs, reduce pollution, and enhance U.S. energy security in the long run. An uncertain horizon. The Keystone XL's fate hangs in the balance. The future of the Keystone XL pipeline remains highly uncertain. Despite Trump's renewed push for the project, it faces significant obstacles including logistical challenges, industry disinterest, environmental opposition, and strained U.S.-Canada relations. Whether the pipeline is ever built remains to be seen. The Keystone XL pipeline saga highlights the complex and often contentious debate over energy policy in the United States. It underscores the challenges of balancing economic interests, environmental concerns, and geopolitical considerations in a rapidly changing energy landscape. The debate over the Keystone XL pipeline is likely to continue for the foreseeable future, as different stakeholders grapple with the trade-offs and uncertainties associated with this controversial project. Only time will tell whether the pipeline is ultimately built or whether it becomes another casualty in the long-running battle over energy policy in the United States.